quick links now are customizable. So if I'm an account admin, or even if I'm an agent, I can go in, I can click on quick links, and I now have an edit pencil. And that edit pencil allows me to add new links underneath this banner, and this up and down arrow to the left of it. If I click that, I can move these different things around in my list. So if I have a list of 10, I can get it kind of in an order that makes sense for me. But if I click the plus sign, I can add the name of my link. So let's say I want to do like the Aetna agent portal. Then I simply paste the URL, and I can check the box. Do I want this for all agents in the account? And since I'm an admin, I have this option. If I'm not an admin, I don't have that option, but I am going to include that for all agents in the account, and then I'm going to click save, and you'll see that pop up here. So now I have that link. If I click on that link, it's going to take me to that Aetna agent portal sign in. Any links that you think would be helpful for you, I would encourage you to add those to your Lead Advantage Pro account. You never know when your browser is going to lose all of the handy dandy links up at the top of the browser. That's happened to me a couple times while I've worked at SMS, usually due to a browser update. So if you keep them in here, they're not going to be wiped out. And if they get wiped out of your browser, you're going to have a way to get those back quickly and easily without having to do a bunch of hunting. So, use that feature, play around with it. You can hide links for yourself or for the account. You could edit links that you've already made. If you get a spelling error, just go into the pencil. You can change the name, change the link. So you add them, you can edit them, and assign them for everybody in the account or just yourself. So moving on to the in-network pharmacy feature, you'll notice like currently I have a Walgreens selected in. If I wanted to, instead of the Walgreens quote mail order, we have a checkbox up at the top that says mail order, similar to what we had in Lead Advantage Classic, where there was a checkbox indicated mail order. And now when I go get that quote result, the system is checking every preferred mail order pharmacy for a given plan, and they're loading all of that information into where normally we would show the client pharmacy. So if I had a Walgreens, it would show the Walgreens cost for all these different plans. But now I've selected mail order. You can see that up in the top right corner. And what we're displaying now is the preferred mail order pharmacy cost for all these different plans. So we've always had the in-network preferred that shows in a column, and then we had the client pharmacy. And now that client pharmacy is actually the mail order cost. And when you'll notice this icon, if you hover over it, it shows the preferred pharmacy. We would expect all these mail orders to be the preferred pharmacy option. So we're showing the network status of that pharmacy. And this is true whether we use mail order or just a Walgreens or a CVS. For any pharmacy that's the client pharmacy, mail order or otherwise, we're going to show the different icons. And the icons that display, I'll go into those in a little bit more detail, but they're basically what you see at the top right corner. You'll see a green icon, which means it's in network preferred, very similar to like the provider icons you'll see on MAPD. And then you've got the half orange circle. That means that it's a standard pharmacy. So somewhere in between out of network and preferred, you'll find the standard pharmacies that don't deliver quite the same level of cost savings, but they're still in network. And then you've got the red hollow circle. That means it's completely out of network. So we wanted to give an agent a way to see that. And they will actually go into the plan details and they'll see those same icons. And as they'll see that for the mail order choices and for the preferred pharmacy choices. I'll show that here in a second. But when you click on the circle and pull up the modal, there's some significant changes that have happened here. And one of those is we now show the network status in the far left column. So as you look at the far left, we've got whether it's preferred, whether it's standard, we've got those all listed. Now the top one in every modal is going to be the preferred mail order for that plan. So here we can see that's a Credo. And we show that up at the top right as well, up here in the modal. Under client pharmacy, we show that currently this is selected as the mail order pharmacy choice. So we're going to show that mail order pharmacy where normally we would show the client pharmacy. And we now show the default preferred pharmacy over on the left. You'll see that Walgreens. That's basically telling the agent that we're populating the in-network preferred pharmacy column with costs, but sometimes the agent will ask, what pharmacy is that? What are you, like, we know you're giving us costs, but you're not telling us what pharmacy that is. Now we tell them that it's a Walgreens. For this plan, it's a Walgreens. If you go to a different plan like WellCare, and you click on that circle, you'll notice they have a different mail order pharmacy, Welldyne RX, and their preferred pharmacy is also a Walgreens. In this case, that's not true all the way down the line. If you went to like a Humana, you might see a different preferred pharmacy. Here, their preferred is a Walmart on the left, and their preferred mail order is the Humana pharmacy, which makes sense. That's their preferred mail order. So a lot of changes to this area, a lot more functionality for agents. They can still select a pharmacy from the modal and replace that pharmacy and requote. So if I were to go with, I'm going to select this pharmacy. It's a pharmacy I worked at one time in my life, which is actually very close to our office on 8420 Dodge. And I know this is going to be out of network for some plans, and so we should be able to look at how the icons lay out. Now that I don't have mail order selected, that client pharmacy column isn't going to be all green, because we're not looking at the preferred mail order for each given plan and expect that to be green. We're now looking at a client pharmacy. That client pharmacy is going to be, in this case, standard for Cigna Extra, that first plan. As we scroll down the list, here it's completely out of network for Clear Springs, that red circle icon. And then as we continue down, well, maybe that's why I don't work there anymore. They're not in network preferred for anybody. But if they were, you'd see a green circle. But I think this is a pretty exciting upgrade. There's not other platforms that do quoting that show it so clearly. And again, in the plan details area, you will now see those icons up here at the top. You'll see that half shaded orange icon next to the Virex pharmacy. And as you scroll down, you'll see it again in the plan details tab. If you're right in the middle of the screen, you'll see that icon as well. And when you email a quote to the client, they're going to see the words, you know, is it preferred, is it standard, in that emailed quote to the client, to make it really easy for them to see what's the status of this pharmacy. So we've really improved the visibility across the quoting tool on network pharmacies.